guys, and welcome back to Say Mojo Homestead. I am Jeremy, this is Cass, and we have some garden updates for you. We did a little more work in our garden, so we're going to show you that, mainly our tea garden, and kind of talked about expanding that and what we're growing in it. All of this was pre-recorded because we got to take a little getaway trip this weekend, which we will talk about after we talk about the garden stuff. So to all of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. It's just fun knowing that you guys are now a part of our YouTube family and following along with us out here with everything that we are doing. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do that. And if you like this material, give us a thumbs up. Also, we really do enjoy interacting with you guys on the comments. It's just our way of sort of building community on here and a chance to reach out and connect with you guys. But let's get on to the fun stuff.
Yes. We have a lot going on around the homestead today. I've been making our last raised bed, so I get my 5 raised beds. And we actually have some helpers in our garden helping us plant today. So we have a little helper in the garden today helping us plant some beans. I am going to be planting more sunflower seeds. These are sunflower seeds that we saved from our sunflowers 2 years ago. Mariah, what are you planting?
I was planting greasy grits beans. They're green beans.
Yum.
Yum.
Planting them with our winter squash so they can grow up the trellis together.
So our friend Jess at Roots and Refuge had extra rhubarb, and rhubarb is one of those things that, you know, we're not supposed to be able to grow it here, but if you can get it in the right place, you can successfully grow it here in South Carolina. I tried it last year. It did get put in a place where irrigation was really iffy, so that's probably why that didn't make it. She had extra. I said, hey, why not? I'll grab 3, we'll try it. So we are actually gonna plant these kind of behind this tree that is behind me because it gets filtered sun. Doesn't really get a lot of direct sun, so it should help to keep the temperatures down. Because we're surrounded by woods out here, we really do have a pretty good microclimate in the area, and we are cooler than most areas around us. So I'm hoping that that will help. Now these things have already bolted this year. It's got pretty cool flower on it. So maybe next year, if this thing can survive, we will actually be able to harvest the stems for rhubarb syrup and pies. So we'll see. We'll keep you posted.
We are also in Sayla's flower garden. This is where I am planting the sunflowers, and she has some special sunflowers that we actually got at the content creator swap from Jess. So those will be really fun to add in here. And she has some other flowers that she needed to go ahead and get planted. Sayla, what are you planting right now?
Some autumn beauty sunflowers.
Ooh, nice. From M.I. Gardner.
Cosmos Sensation Mix.
Nice, nice. And you said you're going to make a little path in here so you can get to all of your flowers. I think that's a good idea. We have some stepping stones we could put in here. That'd be really nice. Sayla's going to plant her seeds, and then we actually have already done a planting. She's already done a planting in here, and the birds found the seeds. So we're going to cover the seeds with straw. It's supposed to help kind of confuse the birds and keep them from eating the seeds. Hopefully she'll get some good growth this time. We're working in our tea garden right now. I am actually extending our tea garden. It was in front of our milk house, and we're actually going to extend it across the main part of the garden. So I'm really excited about this. We ended up using a lot of that tea, all of our tea pretty much. And so we want to add to that this year so we can actually have dried tea from our homestead the entire year. That's what we're looking at doing today. If you hear our goats are a little noisy today, it's because we've put some of our herd into our old cow pasture. It has grown up a lot with underbrush, and we knew they would love to eat that. So they are kind of loud just because it's different, and goats are routine animals and it's a new space, but it has lots of great forage for them. But let's get started on cleaning up this garden space and getting ready for some new tea plants. A lot of the area cleaned up. I had weeded earlier this week and posted an Instagram reel on making weed tea. A lot of these weeds are gone. There was a huge plantain that was back here that I actually had fed to our rabbits. We try to do wild forage for them as much as we can. So I just wanted to take a minute to reiterate what I had said on that reel. Research your weeds. Find out what you have in your garden beds and around your property that you don't necessarily want to keep in your landscape. A lot of weeds are edible. They could be used for medicinal purposes, and also they could be used to feed your chickens or your rabbits or your goats. So see what you have around and use what you have. It will help with your expenses for sure. In this space, we have a lot of parsley and cilantro that's actually grown out of the herb garden. It doesn't really bother me to have it here. I'm not going to pull it up. You can see it's kind of growing down into the bed. I can feed it to the rabbits and use it for cooking. Also, I said in a post I think I did on Instagram that we have beneficial insects actually living in the flower. I've only seen one, but these flat flowers really attract beneficial insects. So I'm definitely going to leave this bushy. We are cutting it for rabbit food, but also I want it to go to seed, so we have seed for the future. We have finished the tea bed, which I'm super excited about. I think it looks really good. I love the border that we have in here. Hopefully the border will keep anything from growing out with any kind of luck. We did Jeremy got me 3 more lavender plants, so those are in there. And then I also planted chamomile. We're late on the chamomile, but I figured I might as well give it a try. It was like a $2 pack of seeds. So I planted chamomile in there. And the purpose of this bed is not necessarily to expand our variety as far as our tea garden plants, but to bulk up what we have. So what we've been using in our teas are lavender, peppermint, chamomile, lemon verbena, lemon balm, lemongrass, echinacea, bee balm or bergamot, and also yarrow. Yarrow is one that you have to be really careful as far as how much you use and how often you drink it. So you do want to look up that kind of stuff before you ever make teas with any of these herbs or plants. But I love having them on hand and love being able to come out here and make fresh tea. One day, hopefully, we would be able to make enough to share with friends or sell tea blends. And so that's kind of the purpose of this bed, to see what we can get and how much we can get out of it. If you're curious about how we blend them or how we make these teas, we do have a video on it. We did it after we all got sick last year. I did a video on what got us through and how we kind of kicked that sickness. We can link that video here, and you can check out how we make our fresh tea on our homestead.
So as you can see, we have high hopes for our tea garden this year.
I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, really hoping that we can grow enough to dry it and get us through the year, because that's one thing I really did miss. Like when the weather got cold, is when everything went dormant, and that's when I really wanted those hot teas that, you know, just weren't able to get as much as we had liked. But last year was more of an experiment.
Yeah, it was definitely our first year really doing it, and really even knowing what we would want to make our tea blends with. So
Yeah, and I think we really kind of figured that out, and
Yeah.
so now we know what to bulk up on. So,
right,
exciting.
Right. Yeah.
So highs and lows?
Highs and lows.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You going first?
Sure.
Okay.
So my high was definitely, well, the weekend was great. Getting away and going hiking, and I got to go on a walk and found a local farm to walk at. It was fun. So that was probably my high, the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. My low was probably just getting everything in order to go away for a weekend when you have a homestead and a farm. It was just kind of like a lot of work at the very end, making sure everything was ready for our farm sitter. We had an amazing woman come and watch our farm and milk our goats and all of that. She did a great job, but it was our first time farm sitting for us, so I wanted to make sure everything was ready for her and organized, and obviously getting 3 kids ready and a farm ready for a weekend away was a lot of work.
A lot of upfront work.
Yes, but it was worth it. It was
Yes.
totally worth it.
So I would agree. My high would be the same. Having that little weekend away, it was just a nice break from being here. We did go away for my dad's 70th birthday. Hard to believe my dad is that old. And also to celebrate his retirement. He is officially retired for good, I think,
Again,
this
yeah.
time. Yeah. Round 2. But yeah, so it was just a lot of fun. Went up to outside of Hendersonville and did a lot of hiking, like you said.
Yeah.
Got caught in torrential downpour.
It was cold, but fun.
You know, it was worth it.
Yeah.
My other high was getting a sneak peek at our future edition, which we will be talking about next week.
Yes.
Not going to reveal anything on here yet, but that would be my second high. I don't think I had a low, so I'm going to do those 2 highs.
Awesome.
But it was fun to
Yeah.
swing by and check in on that.
Yes, that was fun.
Yeah. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for following along with us. We have got some unpacking to do.
Yes.
And we got to get back in the routine of farm chores.
Yes.
Vacation's over.
Yep, gotta
So-
go get milking.
Yes. Until next time, have a great week and be blessed.